This is not the internet. This is the metaverse. Hello pioneers and happy Pi2Day. So we've had a lot of announcements and we'll just take a look at see what we've got. So we're going to look at things in this video like the Pi App Studio launch, the extension for the domain names, KYB verified businesses, there was a challenge released, and we've also got staking for the Pi App Studio. Now, I had quite a few domains that I was bidding on, and I was only hours away from securing those domains. And of course, when we go in here, I was going to check on them, and the first thing I saw was this banner came up, right? So we've had this extension, right? It's all the way to September, and if you go in here and look at some of your domains, you can see here that everything's 95 days, right? So yeah, this was not a great start to the announcements, and yeah, quite a few pioneers weren't very happy about this. Of course, it was only a few more hours, and we got our first release, right, of what all this GenAI thing was about, and that was the release of the Pi App Studio, right? So that was pretty cool. Now, we've been all doing a lot of speculation. I made a big video on it, a few days ago, and we were trying to decipher what this graphic meant, right? Now, a lot of us thought that perhaps this might have been Gemini because it was pointing to the same icon, but as it turns out, it was no such thing, and yeah, it was just purely what their icon looked like, right? So yeah, very, very interesting, and we're going to take a look and see what it's all about. A lot of people have been asking me to show them how to create an app. So we're going to take a look at the studio and actually build an app in there. So go inside, we can see here that you can do a custom, and you can do an AI chatbot, okay? And the next thing that's going to be released, you can see that they're going to be doing a game app, right? So you'll be able to do that as well, right? So I look forward to that. Now, I thought, well, I've already made an app before, so I thought I'd make a new one, right? And I thought, well, why don't we do a chatbot that is a companion, okay? Because that's something that's going to be in the future as well. So the perfect example I thought was Joy out of Blade Runner 2049. So we'll use that as an example. All right, so we go in and create the app. Okay, so we go in here. Now, what is your knowledge, right? So you can just say anything you really want here, right? I just said, make a female chatbot, okay? Female companion, okay? Do you think you can, you've got the knowledge to, build this, Sure, why not? Okay, and now we need to supply some things for it to use, okay? So you can do this yourself, right? But since we're doing AI, and AI is the future of how we're going to be doing business, I decided to use Pi AI to give me, write the prompts for me, right, that I can use, okay? So I asked it, the information that I needed here. I took that information, put it inside, and off we go. Okay, so now you can see it's populated at the top there. Okay, so we've got our first thing to start. Now if you go to the edit screen, okay, now it's going to ask you more, right? So we go back to Pi AI, type in some more prompts, get the output, and you can put limits. I put character limits there and all that, and then put that in there. Right, again we need the knowledge base. Okay, so give me some more knowledge information. Okay, put that in. Now we're going to be selecting some colours. Okay, so this, I thought, well, I've got the poster here, I'll take the colours of that. I just did a sample from that. And then you bring up this colour scheme here, right? So if you go all the way over, what I can actually do is X out the hex here and type in my own hex codes, okay? So I get the perfect match. Go down, okay, now it's added. Right, now if I add this plus here, I can just add the color myself, right? So that's just something if I want to use that later, it's in my palette. Keep on going, right, so now that's set. All right, now if we click on next, Okay, so now you can see we've got our first color, right? So now we go back to edit, and now we're going to be selecting our background color. Okay, you do the same thing, right? I'm not going to go through it again. And you get this new hex code of the background color we want, and you can see now we've got our nice color scheme that we want. Beautiful. Continuing on, right, we go to the next edit. Okay, so this is going to be a welcome message. Once again, we ask Pi2Day to give us the prompt here. All right, this was my first attempt. I didn't really like that. I wanted it to sex it up a bit more, so it gave me another one. And now we can put that in, right? So that was all good. Next. Okay, so now we've got our welcome message. All right. Now we go back to the edit again. Okay, now it wants to know a name. All right, so I just punched in this name. All right, continue on. All right, and now we've got our name set. Right, so our app's looking pretty nice here. Okay, and that's pretty well it. Right, so that's all quite nicely done. And from here, we're going to go on and publish this. And this is the publish screen. Okay, it costs 0.25 pi to publish. On your first attempt, you'll have to transfer 1 pi over, right? So that's the first transaction. You obviously get charged 0.1 fee, and but then when you create everything, right, you've got 1 pi in your balance, and you can create 4 apps. Okay, so we're at that point now. So we just publish it, right, and now we've got it success, right? So that's it, right? That's pretty well cut and dry way to do a chatbot. And yeah, it's not really difficult, man. And that's the whole point of this, is to make it very simple. Now that we've got the app made, let's take a look at it and give it a run in the wild. So when we go through the explore the ecosystem here, right, you can see that it's got a new layout. Okay, so we've got one for the App Studio. We go in here. All right, now we want to type in our app name, okay, and search for it. So it comes up, select the app, and now it opens up, right? So we've got all this here, and from here, right, we can open the app, right? Now you can also type in your URL and all that if you know it, right? So that's all cool. You get this unverified app, right? And also, it authorizes you when you log into it, okay? So here you go, right? This is the app, all nice and live, right? Let's test it out. We can type in a prompt, thinking, and then we get our answer, right? So here we go. We've got a fully functioning app, very easy to do, and yeah, not much of a hard task, which is the whole point of this. Make things very easy for everyone to use their imagination here. When we go back here into the ecosystem, right, we've got the stake pi, right? So we can stake some pi here, right, which increases our visibility. Okay, so we do this, bring it up. Okay, we can type in an amount. I did 100 for 30 days. Okay, you can see what returns you're getting there. And we go off. Keep on going, right, we're going to do this transaction, we're going to approve it, right, and then we do our biometrics, okay, off that goes, transaction submitted and success, and now you can see you've got a staked amount here, right. Now you notice here it's 125 pi, now I haven't quite worked out what that is. If you look at my wallet here, if I bring that up, you can see here that only 100 pi was actually used to stake. So I don't know whether 125 is what I'm expecting to return after 30 days. It seems a bit high, so I'm not really sure how that's all working. But you can see I only staked 100 for 30 days. Okay, and if you go into your lockups, you'll see that there's nothing there, right? It's not actually one of my own personal lockups, right? It's a lockup onto another wallet. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's how you do an AI chatbot, right? Very simple. You can also do a custom app, right? Now, we don't really have the time to go through this one, right? But you can do a custom app. Everything's still in beta now, right? So even though I was able to create one, the functionality isn't really there. You can't really edit the apps or anything yet. So yeah, this is still a work in progress. So it's not really worth going through. But you know, you're quite welcome to play around if you want and do it. It's all on testnet, you know, so there's not a problem there. You know, give it a go if you want. Some other things that we got was the Pi2Day challenge. Okay, so we had a new icon on the home screen here, and if you go in there, you can do the challenge. Okay, now if you're not migrated to the mainnet, you're probably going to have trouble to complete this, but yeah, it's just another one of those challenges, and you know, give it a go and have a bit of fun. We also had a couple of more apps released for the KYB verified, right? So these guys are sort of more onboarding apps, okay? And you can see here that Pi's listed under there, you know, to make swaps and that, okay? So yeah, don't know much about these guys, but 2 more new additions. Onboarding's always great news. The latest thing we got was the node upgrade. Okay, so it's been rebranded into Pi Desktop now, right? You can resize the window, which is great because now all the graphics you know, fit in nicely. And if we go in here, right, we can see that it's now 5.2, right, is the version. Okay, so we also had this wallet address added. Okay, so this is a way to identify your node, and also it's been added to this node ranking that the Blockchain Explorer now has. Okay, so just some little things to take a little look at. Coming back to the node, if you click on the hamburger menu, okay, and select Pi Utilities, you'll see now under there that the Pi App Studio is now added under there, right? So you know, we can do things under there. If we select the icon, right, we get in there and we can create our apps through this. Now, I haven't done this yet. I don't know if it's working perfectly with the wallet and all that. I assume everything works straight through here. I guess you can't do your biometrics. That's the only thing. You'll have to use your passphrase to do the wallet transaction. But yeah, it is there, and that's nice, you know, if you want to use it on the desktop. Okay, so that's it for Pi2Day this year. So I thought it was great. Obviously, would have been nice if we got some partnerships announced, you know, to boost the price up and that. But the market seems to be treating everything pretty good. Like the price is pretty stable at the moment, and you know, it hasn't been tanking down, so that's good. All the apps are great, you know, all the changes are excellent. You know, I've been playing around. You should too. You know how to do it now. So yeah, I mean, the addition of AI, I keep on reiterating this. AI is the future. If your business isn't using AI now or isn't looking to cut over to AI, you need to be doing it now, right? Or else you're already a dinosaur. Now, obviously, this means job losses. I know that's going to happen, right? You know, I myself, I don't have a job either. You know, it's tough out there. But the thing is, you've got, you know, you're going to get this UBI, right? And I keep on saying Pi is going to be the UBI. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And yeah, we're just going to wait as these things roll out, right? And it's going to take time. It's going to probably take a few years and all that. Who knows what's going to happen over that time? But you can see already with you know, passing these stablecoin acts and all that, you're getting adoption, right? So that's going to come quick and fast. Still another 6 months to the end of the year, right? So yeah, keep watching the space, and I'm sure we'll get a lot more new Pi announcements. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a hell of a lot of work to get all that done, so I hope you appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you later.